Right, Tony Banks, your turn to begin. The subject, my secret. Ask an MP on a show and then ask him to talk on my secret. Oh, that's a bit daring, isn't it? Right, 60 seconds, starting now.
My secret is so dark, devious and horrible that I'm even too frightened to tell the audience what it is. I have the world's largest collection of Des O'Connor records. I first started collecting these when I saw him performing at a Buddy Holly live concert at the Trocadero Elephant and Castle in the 1950s. I was amazed at his ability to sing, to dance, to keep us all entertained for so...
No, that is devious.
Oh, what is it?
I'll tell you what, no, Tony Slattery, what we do, the audience enjoyed that challenge, so I'll give you a bonus point for an enjoyable challenge.
Thanks.
As it was not within the rules of just a minute, and I wouldn't be fair to Des O'Connor to accept it either. I'm going to... Tony Banks, you get a point for being interrupted, and you keep going on my secret. 30 seconds are left, starting now.
He is an absolutely amazing man.
Oh, we've had two amazing.
You had two amazing.
Have we? He's a very amazing man. I love him.
Right.
It's out. The secret's out.
Right, Dale. 28 seconds. My secret starting now.
My secret's all about my first girlfriend, whose name was Dot. Strange enough, people always used to look at us together and think, I bet he's a friend of Dorothy's. I never quite understood what they were talking about. Having heard about it, they said to me, well, that must be your secret. I said, my secret? I have no idea what you're talking about, because everything in my life is an open book.
Yes, Mariella, you're challenged.
Behave yourself, yes. Talking rubbish.
No, he was talking. Right, repetition of talking.
Repetition of talking, exactly.
Well, yes, well
Talking,
spotted, yes.
And I just threw in the rubbish there.
I know, that's right, of course.
Spice things up a bit.
So, Mariella, you have a point for not only for yourself, but also for your team, which is very clever of you to get in.
Tell you what,
Yeah?
I know how to play this game. Yeah. Come on, then.
Will you press my hand? Will you press my hand?
No, you belong to Des.
Oh, really? Right, let's have 10 seconds from Mariella on my secret, starting now.
My secret is that I'm actually Margaret Thatcher's love child. I was conceived in the early 1920s. And a lot of people...
Tony Banks.
Hesitation.
Yes, no, it was hesitation.
Hesitation, right.
Right, 2 seconds for you, Tony Banks, on my secret, starting now.
My secret is that I'm still a socialist within the Labour Party.
Tony Banks was speaking as the whistle went, gained the extra point for doing so. Things that go bump in the night. Tony Slattery, I think it's your turn to begin. Will you talk on that subject, starting now?
In the 70s, there used to be this game called Clackers. Do you remember that? And I used to play with them every night. And in that sense, they used to go bump. The neighbours would complain, knock on the wall, say, stop using those horrible toys. I replied, no, because that was the kind of boy I was.
Hesitation.
Yes, it was, Tony Banks. So you won a point for yourself and your team. You have 43 seconds. Tell us something about things that go bump in the night, starting now.
Things that go bump in the night frighten me, because I'm actually a very cowardly...
There was a hesitation there.
Yes.
It was a Gaveri.
Yes.
A Gaveri.
It was a Gaveri,
I'm a
afraid.
very cowardly person. That's what I was trying to say.
It was a Gaveri.
Dale Winton, things that go bump in the night as a subject. You have 38 seconds, starting now.
Do you know, the worst thing that can happen to a person is to live above people that are at it all night long. Things that go bump in the night, you'd be amazed. I've rung the council and said, what do you think about these neighbours I've got?
Yes, Mariella.
Hesitation.
There was a slight...
No, I don't think there was hesitation, but Mariella, don't worry.
I know, I'm not.
You're not. Just another point for your Midlands team,
This
yes.
is gamesmanship.
It is.
It is gamesmanship.
No, it's not.
It's called technique, dear. You wouldn't know a lot about it.
Dale, it was an incorrect challenge. You get a point for that. You keep the subject. Things that go bump in the night. 27 seconds, starting now.
Got him.
Huge hesitation.
Huge hesitation.
How big?
26 seconds. Things that go bump in the night. Tony Slattery, starting now.
The reputedly most haunted house in Britain is Borley Rectory, which burnt to the ground. It was the centre of great poltergeist activity, the word being German, meaning naughty or noisy ghost. Objects would...
Yes.
We're two ghosts.
Two ghosts. Yes, right.
Scary, scary.
No, don't.
Things that go bump in the night, Dale. Back with you. 14 seconds, starting now.
Above my bedroom, I'm sure it's not a poltergeist.
Position of above. We had the neighbours above us.
You above, yeah?
Oh, we did, didn't we?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, we did.
The noisy ones. 12 seconds. Things that go bump in the night, Tony. Starting now.
One of the worst things.
Incomprehensible language. Coupled with...
Deviation from his normal voice. Mariella, you have a correct challenge. You have 11 seconds. Things that go bump in the night. Starting now.
Things that go bump in the night can be very irritating, particularly for people who work on breakfast television. A friend of mine has that job and is constantly driven mad by her noisy neighbours who spend a lot of time upstairs.
She's got it, Miss. She's got it, Miss. We just lost out.
So Mariella Frostrup was speaking as the whistle went and gained that extra point for doing so. And she's moved forward, but she didn't quite catch up our leader. So at the end of the contest, the one with the most points was Tony Slattery. Congratulations to Tony.
Yes!
But the team that had the most points, 4 ahead of the London team, were the winners this week, the Midland team. Mariella Frostrup and Dale Winton. We have no more time to play just a minute. If you want to play this game at home, do remember it is a game for experts. If you are tempted to try, do make sure you are wearing the right protective underwear. It only remains for me to say, on behalf of my distinguished guests, Tony Slattery, Tony Banks, Mariella Frostrup, and Dale Winton, and myself, Nicholas Parsons, we do hope you have enjoyed this edition of Just a Minute. And you will tune in at the same time next week when we take to the air and we play this delightful and ridiculous game. Till then, from all of us here, goodbye.
Just a Minute is back next Friday afternoon at 2:20.